Jeremy, there's some who would suggest that this period of the year for most parents is as expensive as Christmas time. How true is that?
Well, that's actually a very, very, very good statement. It is a very expensive time, and it can be expensive as you want it to be. Essentially, guys, you know you can plan for Christmas shopping, and you know that retailers would actually push up prices around Christmas just well, because it's a profitable season. The same thing can be done in Barbados. The same thing can be done internationally when it comes to back-to-school shopping, but you tend to find more discounts around this time because you're expected to move volume. Also, what we need to be cognizant about is the advent of thrift shops. That doesn't happen here as yet. I'm saying that's a big business opportunity for any of us. And well, thrift opportunities. So it can be as expensive or it can't be as expensive. Very fundamental in there also is the importance of planning your expenditure for that year. So no iPads, for most of us, no Kindles. I mean, you can't get it by.
But why? Life is better with a Kindle.
Katrina's going back to school, apparently.
I am. Let's not forget, though, the inspiration for this entire segment was a lady I had the pleasure of meeting at the Williams Digital Racing Meet this weekend. Sorry for the segue, Doug. But Margaret, good morning. How are you?
Morning, Mom.
Time for a bit of Jeremy's show. Look at the embarrassment on his face. Bless him.
Yeah, and he's talking about iPads. I bet, you know, when you were in first form, you didn't get anything like that.
No, but what I did get was a full bag of books. My mother packed my bag for all of my courses, the 13 subjects I was doing in one day, because her logic was, you do not know what your timetable is going to be on the first day.
Oh, you're so going to get it when you get home.
Yeah.
You're so going to get it when you get home.
My wife does that now with poor Zachary, and he's got 500 pounds of books trucking to school every day.
Your son must be very muscular, that's all I have to say.
No, but let's get back to the cost, though.
Yeah.
I mean, for a family of 4, 2 children, 2 parents, it's going to be a struggle. But let's talk about multiple children families where there's maybe a twin or 3, 4, 5 children. Those, you know, those hearty, happy, rambunctious families. But there's a cost to having lunch boxes by 5. Rulers by 5, socks by 5,
uniforms by 5,
yeah.
Shoes by 5, and you can't get a pair of shoes for a child now under $90.
No,
that is a very good thing. Let's talk about some of the ways you can go about saving. Am I right in assuming that these 5 children are not the same age? All right, good. Let's just make sure our assumptions are clear. So many Bajans don't do it anymore, but again, we just showed up my mom, and she was very clear on this growing up as a young policewoman. If you've got an older cousin that has it, you will get it as well.
Hand-me-downs.
Hand-me-downs. The importance of those. And during these tough economic times, people should not be ashamed to, well, take stuff from older siblings or older cousins, family members and whatnot, and pass them on whilst they're in very good condition. Again, you don't want your daughter or son going to school like Raggedy Ann. Yes, there are certain things like stationery that are very essential for each child. But again, some of them can be hand-me-downs as well, but the importance of shopping online becomes very evident there. If you are planning well in advance, you can buy during the January season. This is when there are lots of these sales and whatnot. You don't want the back-to-school rush. Yes, the sales might not be as, well, you might not get as huge a discount around this time of year compared to around January when people are just trying to push off old stock. It might just be that you need to go online, or probably get a friend who has a credit card or someone who has a presence overseas and have that stuff shipped in very early, and you keep it in stock. And funny enough, most of what I'm talking about today are things that my mom did to help us survive as children growing up. We did not grow up wealthy, so there were lots of ways that she cut and contrived just to get us. And many of my things, I'm sorry I'm embarrassing my younger brother, who was also the same place that you saw my mom. But many of the things I had, he ended up having. It's not to say that he doesn't have anything of his own, but the fact was 2 of us survived. And so for families of 5, I think that's very fundamental going forward, and it will help parents to save a lot of money.
What about things like liaising with children in the class that you're going to? I mean, you can purchase their books, or beg, borrow, or buy their books.
Yeah, but funny enough, at UE right now, there's a site called studentmarketplace.com. And shout out to TEF at this point. But essentially, that is the premise on which that site was built. You can sell your old stuff and pass it on to students at a greatly reduced cost. Even a more innovative idea, and again, I'm not talking about the primary schoolers, but secondary schoolers. If you've got, well, no, there's a textbook, the textbook loan scheme still goes on, right? All right, so let's look at university students. Take one book, a group buys it, and you upload or scan the pages and upload it to Google Docs, and you can share the scanned pages on there quite easily, right? And it's all about community in that sense.
It's an interesting concept indeed. I think we have a caller on the line. Let's hear what kind of question they have for you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, Barbados.
Morning.
Hi, Jeremy. How are you, sir?
I'm well, man. How are you doing?
Great, sir. What you saying makes sense. So I've actually got to Canada and even America, the people in those rich countries still pass down clothes to one another. I mean, you could go to used stores and buy second-hand clothes, and that's in a rich country. So why can't we do the same thing here? Because we did it before. And to send my child now to school now cost me over $600.
Your child? Wow.
Just the one.